Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Precious Metal and Battery Summit here 2018 in November in Zurich. And it's day 2 of the conference. And we start here early in the morning with Revival Gold and Hugh Agro, who is the CEO of the company, who wants to give us an update. Hugh, good morning.
Good morning, Jochen.
Early, but I think we are both looking good, right?
Day 2 of the conference.
Exactly. It's exhausting, but it's a lot of work. We have to do that.
It is for the special.
You are working in the beautiful Idaho region, yeah? And we spoke the last time in April, I think, so it's approximately 7 months ago. But some good things occurred, and I think you brought out, 4 weeks after we did the interview, a beautiful 43-101. Maybe you can comment on that.
Yes, well, first I want to acknowledge that you did a very good job of getting the most out of me out of that interview. Yes, we came out with 2 million ounces, about 2/3 of that in the indicated category at Bear Track in Idaho.
Fantastic. What were like the average grades? Can you elaborate a bit on that?
Yeah, average grade of about 1.25 grams per ton gold, all surface mineable within a leachable component and a mill component.
Okay, fantastic. And as far as I remember, Bear Track is a former heap leach open pit mine, right?
It was. It operated in the 1990s and was shut in 2000 when the price of gold went below $300 an ounce. Of course, today we're in a $1,200, $1,250 an ounce environment, so it's with today's science well worth going back in and reassessing the opening of the mine.
Fantastic. So yeah, probably with that resource, it looks already quite promising, I would call it.
Yeah, we're really happy with the progress today. We're targeting over 3 million ounces. We're already 2/3 of the way there. We're in drilling with 3 rigs right now, 2 at Bear Track, and the 3rd at Arnett, which is the neighboring land position.
Great. And I think also you did already a beautiful drill program, and I think every hole hit, right?
Yeah. So you've been reading our press releases.
Well, I have to.
We came out with more results at the beginning of beginning of last week, and we're hitting on every hole at Bear Track along this 5 kilometers of mineralized trend. Deposits open at depth, and it continues to be open to the south. In fact, we're drilling 700 meters to the south of the current resource.
Oh, okay. And still continuing?
Hitting. Yes.
Perfect. And also the same grades you are hitting?
Actually, we're getting similar and higher grades. For example, we just announced 1.88 grams over 115 meters at the South Pit location. And to the south of the South Pit location, at the far south end of the mineralized trend, we got 49 meters of about 1.74 grams per ton. There are multiple intercepts in that area, and what we're doing is, of course, building up the drill data to pull another pit south of the South Pit location at Bear Track.
Fantastic. And that starts from surface or just right below surface?
We're mining, of course, or planning to be mining from surface down to about 250 meters depth, 300 meters depth, and we've got drill results all within that range.
Fantastic. When you say you are planning to mine, that means you want to bring that into production, right?
Yes, we want to be producing gold. Ultimately, that's our objective. It will take time to do that. We've got to go through the exploration and the study work, but we're on track. This year's programs have gone very well. Next year, we'll be doing another 5,000 to 10,000 meters of drilling. We'll start an updated resource towards the end of the year. We'll also continue on with our metallurgical test work. We had an initial phase of that test work earlier about a month ago.
The initial results?
Good, yes. What we wanted to do was characterize the sulfide material. Remember, as I was saying, we have both leachable material and sulfide material. There's less study work available on the sulfide material, so we wanted to start recharacterizing the material with modern test work. And next year's program will be about refining that further and characterizing that test work across a greater extent of the mineralized trend.
Fantastic. And when do you think you will start with a PEA, maybe?
Well, that'll follow after we do an updated resource. So if all goes well, that'll be 2020. But first thing to do is get that resource updated, and from there we'll go to the next step.
Fantastic. So drilling costs a lot of money, of course. What's still left in the bank?
We have about 1.8 million on last quarter, and we have quite a low burn rate in terms of our corporate expenditures, about $100,000 a month. So we're in really good shape from that point of view. And we also have warrants outstanding that are in the money, and we have a very supportive shareholder base. It feels really good as a junior to have the likes of Orion Mine Finance standing behind us, U.S. global investors and others. This is a company that's got some solid backing, and we're feeling good about our.
They will
our
exercise
ability
probably then the warrants, the options, all that stuff, so you get the money in.
Well, it's what it does is it gives us flexibility, Jorge. And so if the market isn't cooperative, if we don't feel that share price is in the right place to do a financing next year, we'll do that. We'll just have shareholders exercise their warrants and put cash into the company by that means.
Yeah.
But it's one of the things that gives us flexibility.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you're open on all sides. That's good.
Yes.
Like the resource. Fantastic.
Well, the resource is open at depth and to the south. We haven't tested the north yet.
Exactly.
We'll get to that next year.
Exactly. And we need something to talk next year
right.
also. So Arnett Creek, what is going on there?
So at Arnett, we're drilling 1,000 meters in the Haiti area. Of course, last year we had a rock sample program across that property, and over a third of the samples were over gram per ton. So we're itching to get into the balance of the property position, but we're starting initially at Haiti, where there's a historic resource of about 400,000 ounces. So we'll get in there drilling. We're drilling over 300 meters of strike with 7 holes, and as I say, we'll have those results out in December and into January.
Okay, so we can expect some good news flow.
Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. One last question. You are working in Idaho. Yeah. So is it quite similar with, let's say, the permitting process like Nevada? Because I know Nevada, it's like a fixed 35 months period you need to get everything permitted, environmental, etc. Is Idaho the same, or is it maybe a little bit shorter?
It's similar. Both states have federally managed land. In the case of Nevada, it's for the most part BLM land, and in the case of Idaho, it's for the most part U.S. Forest Service land. Both federal agencies, both follow the NEPA process, and so it's similar. We're in a mining part of the state of Idaho. We've got a lot of support for what we're doing. We're feeling good about that.
Fantastic. So it's all very supportive and very clear and obvious what you have to do and with the rulings.
You have to go through processes.
Absolutely.
We'll have to look after water. It's very important to be cognizant of the water issues in the state. And we'll do, of course, all we can in terms of noise and dust and all those sorts of things. But remember, this is a project that's, as I said, in a mining community.
They're used to it.
We're about an hour from a town of 3,000 people. It's not just that they're used to it. They recognize the value of what responsible mining can do for the community in terms of roads and hospitals and jobs. So we're in a supportive state. I've been out with Governor Butch Otter, the outgoing governor of Idaho, and he's just a super gentleman to work with. The state is the fastest growing state in the United States because of the responsible business policies of that state government. We're feeling very good about our presence in the state of Idaho.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Great update. And I would say keep it going, keep the drills turning, especially for next year. And we look forward to some good news.
Thank you.
And please keep the hit rate.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Hugh Agro, the CEO of Revival Gold. And you heard it in the last drill program, every hole hit. So we hope that they can really continue that next year. So news flow is coming here December and January, hopefully with, again, good and continuing drill results. And as he's smiling, I think that will happen also, because you had a look at the core, I presume. So I would say check out the company, and especially with that low market environment, also the stock of Revival got a bit hit. And probably it's a great idea to have a look now at the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.